Batman the Brave and the Bold has officially found its writer. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into this. So James Gunn has selected Christina Hodson to pen the script for the new Batman movie, the reboot that's set in James Gunn new DC universe. Andy Muschietti is already on board for the director for the position. Now, he's been attached to this project for a few years now, but we've all been trying to figure out, okay, when are they going to make this movie? When are they going to shoot the Batman movie? Who's going to write it? But now we have officially, we know who is going to write the movie. It's Christina Hodson. Now, it's a little bit concerning just based off the movies that she's written in the past. Now, often just because you write a movie doesn't necessarily mean that the director is going to take that vision and make it into a good film. Now, some things that she's done in the past were the Bumblebee movie. I love the Bumblebee movie. Really, that first 15 minutes of Bumblebee where you get the action, you get all the Transformers there on Cybertron, and then they shoot the rocket into space, and then you get Bumblebee on the planet Earth. But that first 15 minutes of Bumblebee is amazing. Previously, Andy Muschietti and Christina, they did the Flash movie together. Now, a lot of people have problems with the Flash movie. Overall, it was not a very well done movie in my opinion, especially that end with all the CGI and stuff like that. I feel like the writing was okay, but it's kind of like the Flash was kind of like one of those movies that it just came too late in the previous universe, in the previous DC universe. It should have came a lot earlier, but that movie had so many other problems that definitely affected like its overall quality, box office, and all of that. She also did Fast and Furious Part 2, Fast and Furious X Part 2, which is, I guess that would be like Fast and Furious 11. So she wrote that script. With the Fast and Furious movies, I feel like each movie just gets like worse and worse and worse as long as they keep making them. They probably should have stopped at like Fast and Furious 5 or Fast and Furious 6. After that, they just kind of been going downhill as far as like quality goes. They do action over everything else. She also directed the Birds of Prey movie, the Harley Quinn movie. Now it was all right. It's not necessarily a movie that they should have made or that needed to be made. I still don't know why they never made a solo Ben Affleck Batman movie, something that they should have did first before doing Batman versus Superman. But they did the spinoff with the Birds of Prey. Like I said, it's not a movie that you needed to actually go out there and make. She also wrote a movie called Shut In and Unforgettable. I've never seen either of those movies, so I don't have an opinion on them. But she did also write the Batgirl film. Now, that's a film that never got released because these are James Gunn words. He actually said that the film was borderline unreleasable and that it would have ruined the careers of everybody involved. It was so bad, DC basically used it as a tax write-off. It never got to see the light of day. Now, a few people have seen it that work behind the scenes, but the movie never got to see the light of day. It never even got a HBO Max release, right? That's how bad this Batgirl movie was. Now, I don't know. I guess you can't actually blame the writer for that. But like I said, it is once the script is done, it is kind of in the hands of the director to put the whole film together as a whole. But those are some things that she's written in the past. So just based off what she did previously, she's familiar with the Batman and the DC universe. She's used Batman, and I don't remember if Batman had a cameo in Birds of Prey, but it probably did. It probably had some Batman Easter eggs in Birds of Prey. With the Batgirl film, and also Batman was featured heavily in the Flash show. She does understand the Batman character, and that's probably why they decided to go ahead and select her as a writer. I'm sure James Gunn definitely has a vision for how he wants this Brave and the Bold movie to be. We know it's supposed to have Damian Wayne and Bruce Wayne, but like I said, James Gunn probably does have a vision and he probably does trust this writer to pen the script. She probably gave them a really good pitch that they were happy with, and it's how, okay, we can move forward with this story. But those are some things that she's done in the past. So some people are happy that she's writing, some people aren't so happy. Now, I'm still a little hesitant about Andy Muschietti directing this specific Batman film, as Damian Wayne and his story is one of my favorite Batman and Robin stories overall. Like I said, he did some good work with the Batman Michael Keaton's version of the Batman character in the Flash movie. I do like how they wrote and portrayed Michael Keaton's version of Batman in that film. But it's like the Flash movie overall, it wasn't a great film, especially of like the ending with the whole CGI stuff. A lot of people just did not enjoy that. So I'm trusting James Gunn to put the right people in the right places and to really pull this thing off. Like I said, we still don't know who is going to be cast as the Batman yet. I think they're really keeping that under wraps. I think they've already figured out who they want to cast, but they just really haven't announced it yet. But like I said, they are going to pen the script, direct this movie, and we are going to get a brand new version of Batman in the DC universe. Like I said, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and what you expect to see in this new Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Are you excited about the news, about who's writing? Or are you not excited? Let me know your thoughts.